WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. Today I got y'all with a Kawhi Leonard build, the first one that I've seen this year. Let me know if y'all seen one down in the comment section that's actually in the shades of, that isn't a replica build, because I know there's probably a replica build out for Kawhi at this point, but I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen him in the shades of either. So we're going to start out with the build. It is a small forward. For the body settings on this build, we are going 6'8", 250 pounds, aka max weight. For the wingspan, we're going with 7 foot, and for the body shape, we're going with defined. And make sure, before we even get too far into the video, that you go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any future uploads. Now, all right, for the close shot, we're gonna take this up to a 77. Which is kind of high for a small forward, but you definitely want to be able to do a lot on this build. When you see the comparisons for, you know, like the shades of players, you'll definitely understand. So we're gonna take this driving layup up to an 89, and we're gonna do the same thing with the driving dunk. So for the standing dunk, we're gonna take this up to a 70, more than enough to be able to get this done. Even in rec with people around, I've been able to dunk with like a 40. So with the 70, you should be straight to pretty much finish whenever you want to. And in park, standing dunk does kind of go crazy. And then for the post control, we're gonna have to pump that up to an 80. And I know you're probably thinking, why do you need post control on a small forward? Well, that's what you got to do to get the Kawhi Leonard comparison, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. And then we got the 3-point shot. We're gonna take that up to an 85. The mid-range shot, we're gonna take that up to a 73. The free throw, if you are trying to make a park build, then I wouldn't suggest putting this up, but I mostly run rec, pro-am type of player, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that up to a 71, but it's your build, and I don't think you will get the comparison if you don't put the free throw up, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Now, for the pass accuracy, we're gonna take this up to an 80. For the ball handle, we're gonna take this up to an 85. It is very decent ball handle for a build of this size, and we do get gold quick first step. And something special about finishing that I didn't mention earlier, we will be able to get all of those tier 3 badges that we have unlocked. We'll be able to get all of them at that level. Now for the speed with ball, we're gonna take it up to a 75. And we're gonna be able to get a good portion of the playmaking badges as well. We do have 20 of those things. And for the perimeter defense, we're gonna take this up to an 84. And we're gonna take the steal up to an 85. And that interior defense kind of did itself. We're gonna leave it at a 55. Before the block, we're gonna take this up to a 63. And last but not least, at least in the defense and rebounding category, we're gonna take the defense and rebounding up to a 70. The speed, we need it up to a 75. I know a lot of builds don't have a lot of speed, but this is like a Kawhi Leonard build, and he's not, you know, blazingly fast or anything like that. And then we're gonna take the strength up to a 59, the vertical, take it up to a 75. And last but not least, take that stamina all the way up to a 98, and we end up with 23, 19, 20, and 15 defensive badges. In all honesty, before I even get to the badge portion, I would highly suggest putting those extra badges, if you got a +4, +5, putting those extra badges into playmaking, not playmaking, but into defense, and that'll definitely help this build be even more like Kawhi. But yeah, so that ends up being a total of 40, 19. But for me, after adding in my extra badges, because I do have that +5, it ends up being 82 badges on this build. I think the small forward position is probably one of the most well-rounded as far as like the number of badges you can get and the thresholds that you'll be able to unlock in hitting these builds. But all right, man, we're gonna go ahead and continue so we can talk about these takeovers. So for the takeovers, we got slashing, sharpshooting, playmaking, and lockdown takes. Of course, I'm gonna go finishing moves and spotter precision. I just feel like those two are probably gonna be the best two for a build like this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's able to do so much. And the only other way I would suggest going is maybe double slashing takes, like do advanced gathers and finishing moves, or, you know, double finishing moves. Either way, I feel like that's a good way to go with it. So the build is complete. We're about to look at these comparisons because like I said, I did make a Kawhi Leonard build, but the other comparisons are also pretty dope. So we got Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Vince Carter because this build can dunk and pretty much do everything else. Bro, build is crazy defensively as well if you add those extra badges in. But yeah, build comes out as an inside-out scorer. But all right, man, time to get into those badges because what is a build without the badges? Just make sure you pick the ones that match your playstyle. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the best badges for me. Let's get right into it. So this build is very elite at finishing. You can literally get all of the tier 3 badges on the max level that you can afford them. So we got posterizer on silver, slithery finisher cord on gold, and then limitless takeoff on gold as well. Now I would honestly suggest it would probably be easier to core posterizer than anything else, but you do get slithery higher, so I would just go ahead and work on that. You probably have to do that through MyCareer. I haven't really seen any other way to do it to keep it a buck with you. And limitless takeoff, I mean, that would probably be easy to core as well, as long as you're actively taking off from outside of the paint. And then we got fearless finisher on gold, pro touch on silver, and giant slayer on gold. I just feel like giant slayer, with you going down there amongst the trees, you'll be all right if you don't get a dunk every time. Now shooting, I actually didn't core anything on here, so let me go ahead and core this badge real quick. And now you got a little bit extra, but you know, with your last badge, I mean, you can put on blinders, dead eye, it really doesn't matter. We just put on blinders. Now, so we got catch and shoot cord in tier 3, blinders on silver, green machine on gold, agent 3s on silver, volume shooter on silver, and then claymore on bronze. And we actually got one extra badge, so we can go ahead and put that on volume shooter on gold. And when it comes to playmaking, we're going to core unpluckable in tier 3. I feel like that is one of the most important badges. If you didn't already know, steals are kind of crazy, so protect yourself by any means. So make sure you get unpluckable on gold. Clamp breaker, we're gonna have that on silver. Then we got quick first step on gold and vice grip. Vice grip is one of those very important badges to have, and I feel like on this build, even though you only have, you know, we're gonna talk about glove later, we have a silver glove. With having silver glove, listen, sometimes they rip the ball back, bro. And in order to protect yourself just from that right there, make sure that, you know, you got vice grip. It'll just help you out a lot. Then we got hyperdrive on gold and then dimer on silver. I really didn't see another badge that I would be willing to put stuff into on this build, so I just put it in there. So for defense and rebounding, I got silver off ball, silver glove, silver interceptor, bronze clamps, and bronze challenger. Now challenger, you do get that up to silver, but you know, on this build, we wouldn't be able to core it on silver because when you add extra badges to core badges, for some reason it doesn't work. But if you're gonna put any badges anywhere, defense is where I would do it. You got 5 extra badges, you can add 20 to that, and then this build would be, you know, like an all-around demigod. Just make sure you add those extra badges into defense and rebounding. It'll just help the build out so much. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the